Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. Work with me here, phone. Thank you. Goodness, phone. My name is Acacia. Today, I have a couple things going on today. I have realized I've got like several videos I have to make because, oh my gosh, I am getting popular. No, not really. I'm just kind of making friends and they're asking me to do stuff, so yeah. Anyway, we're gonna start today with. What are we gonna start with? Let's do buzzwords. So today I was watching a couple different channels, and today's Top 5 Wednesday was the buzzwords. And I was watching those videos, and I was like, I could do top 5, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, no, I don't do top 5 because let's be real here. I can't pick 5. I'm bad at that. Like, it was such a struggle in my heart to pick my top books for 2015. And, like, top books of all time. Like, you can see there's a whole shelf. It's not like there's 5, and I'm like, hey, these are the 5 books that I will read to everyone. No. Don't ask me which book I would hand in everyone's hand. Like, don't ask. I can't pick favorites. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about books and buzzwords that definitely are always something I will grab no matter what. If it has the right wording and the right kind of description, I will absolutely go out and find it. Now, I'm going to actually go before and also say if Jen recommends it, if Mercedes recommends it, and if Holly recommends it, then automatically I'm gonna buy it because they said it's good. So obviously, good stuff. Now, I am. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have a cover problem. And when I say I have a cover problem, I mean I judge a book on its cover. Like, hard. So, here's the thing. When I'm looking at a cover, I am always gravitating towards books such as this, which is just kind of that vintage, really kind of, almost creepy drawing-esque sort of feel. I love books like that. I always reach for things like that. I reach for books that are super pretty and kind of weird and a little spooky. I reach for books where they're very clean. I like books that look very clean as well, where they're just kind of like a clear basic. Or I reach for books that are definitely like steampunk-esque. So, as far as cover, and then I really like pink. I really like light pink, which is why I bought the rainbow rowel I bought, because I was like, hey, it's light pink, I'll buy it. But as far as buzzwords, so let's say you're doing your browsing game and you're going through your Goodreads synopsis because it's 2 in the morning and you're like, hey, I'm going to find more books to add to my TBR, because that makes sense. I only have 900. I need 2,000. What are the books that I immediately gravitate towards every single time and don't think twice about adding to my TBR? The things that automatically get me are a few things. One is if you add fairy tale retellings or fairy tale-esque styles plus mental illness, automatic win. If you take anything about mental illness in general, automatic win. Hallucinations, automatic win. I'm weird. The other thing I really like lately that's been kind of new to me is different cultures. If you have something where you're kind of talking about other cultures' myths and other cultures' thoughts and ideas in a translated work, I actually seem to reach for those a lot more lately, which has been wonderful. Whenever they say a dark thriller, somehow that always gets me as well. I will admit that some of the books that I've picked up in the past, I've basically based on the fact that they say dark thriller plus the cover is amazing, and then I end up with random things where I'm like, oh, maybe this was not the best choice. But let me just demonstrate to you guys real quick. I saw this book on not Bookish Thoughts. Bookish Thoughts is jeans. I saw this on Mercy's Musings, and this is Cold City, a novel by Kathy McSporn, and this is a Freight book publishing book. Now, I saw this on Mercedes' channel, and I immediately emailed them, and I was like, hey, can I have a review copy? And they're like, yes, absolutely. And I was super stoked, and I finally got it. And then yesterday, I sat down and just engulfed it. I'm not entirely finished. I'll be done by the end of the day because it's a problem. And let me read you the synopsis, because I'm gonna nick off all the buzzwords. All right. Susan Farrison sees her dead father on the street in Glasgow. After taking an overdose and being committed to a psychiatric institution, given a cocktail of drugs, she finds herself in the reality of hospital and an alternate city permanently covered in snow and ice. Susan's gay brother Jamie is now married to Katie. This country is dominated by a military pagan group and a Christian fundamentalist led by the charismatic McLean, as Susan is drawn into the struggle of the parallel world that grips her and her first world loosens. But who is Raj, the mysterious man who creates paintings of wolves and Norse legends? And what is his intention? What happens when his brother is unmasked as a homosexual? What happens when what is McLean's real agenda? Can Susan resolve the cries of the icebound city and return to reality? An understanding of literacy debut and startling voice of the Cold City loses speculative fiction to explore one woman's mental illness in the darkest feelings about her family. That's 8 buzzwords. 8. Done. Coming home with me. Good stuff. So that will definitely have a big full review, which will be on behalf of Freight Books, because I am not sponsored by them. They're not paying me. But I am more than happy to do it anyway. I'm so excited to do this for them. I'm so excited to talk about this book because it ticks off every box. Another one that ticks off every single box is Alice Thompson's They All Fell. Another book that ticks off every single box is Alice Thompson's The Book Collector. Fairy tales, Victorian-ish England. I think it's Victorian England. Baby. There's a baby in it. I don't know why that always gets me, but if there's a child involved, I'm like, there. Creepy, mental asylum, people disappearing, weird gothic literature. Like, I must have some sort of, I don't know why I keep saying I must have some sort of problem with me, because we know I do. If you don't know this by now, where have you been on my channel? If you're new, welcome. This is the Chaotic Little Book Corner. We're crazy here. The fact of the matter is that I honestly would love anything that has that sort of gothic, dark undertone and feel, and I really love talking about mental illness and raising the stigma on that. And I also like talking about books that do kind of discuss what happens to a person before or after any attacks and such like that. On a more kind of nice note, I definitely will reach for kind of the newer steampunk worlds. That seems to be a big thing of mine. The Parasol Protector collection and series is one of my favorites. It's absolutely beautiful, and I found that the fact that the woman in the series is plus size has been phenomenal. The Grace Keeper and the Night Circus are 2 of my all-time favorite books, and they're both very, well, I wouldn't say they're lighthearted, but they're absolutely beautiful kind of scenery and descriptions and stuff. And in that world, the circus is another thing for me in the buzzword world. Anyway, I just figured I'd talk to you guys a little bit about that and what I kind of gravitate towards, what kind of books I end up reaching for, and what kind of things usually grab my attention before anything else. So that has been my little rant today on buzzwords, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment down below. Let's get talking about some buzzwords that you guys like. I really want to know, what book word on the back of a synopsis do you guys go, yes, that? And what book what do you listen for when you're on BookTube and you're like, ooh, I want to read that now? Because I have to admit, when Jen and Mercedes talk about how things are a little more morbid or a little more dark and twisted, I'm all in. No question. But I want to know what you guys think. What is your word that just grabs you, pulls you in, and how do you guys feel about buzzwords in general? This has been Acacia. I'm so happy I got to see you guys again. Thank you for all your support on my last video. I got more stuff coming to you guys very soon. Bye!